2, 1, go. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Yellow Boomer channel. Today, I should probably address the long absence, in case anyone's watching. Shit. So basically, I've been absent because I just haven't really had the desire to return to making videos. Also, I have really bad ADHD, but basically, I'm back with it because I have something to talk about, and I was like, fuck it, why not? I hope the camera's catching me okay. I can't see like anything. I should get like a monitor. No, I'm just kidding. I just got off work not too long ago, and today what we're gonna be drinking is a very unique drink that I just saw at the liquor store. I got some Lagunitas. That's what this is called. If you've had Lagunitas beer before, that's who created this. It is called, here, I'll hold it up to the light. Can you see? Here, let's turn both lights on. By the way, I'm not driving my car. Obviously, I've said that in previous videos, but I never am driving my car. I'm completely parked. I do have the car on, but I'm not driving. Obviously, never drink and drive. This shit is 9%, by the way, if you can't see. It's kind of crazy. I'm also going to be talking about a book I got. I've been getting back into comic books lately. It's so fun to get back into comic books because I loved them as a kid, and it's just entertaining. But I'm going to be talking about Green Lantern Rebirth. One of the greatest revitalations of a superhero ever. Green Lantern's so underrated. He's definitely one of my favorite superheroes. Hal Jordan, John Stewart, all of them. The Manhunters, the Guardians. So cool. But let's crack this open, shall we? I'm excited to try this because it's not like a traditional beer. It's more like just one of those hard, sweeter drinks that people like. Let me try it. Thought I'd get something new. It smells kind of funky. It's called, by the way, the exact name of this is Lagunitas Uncensored Punch, Tropical Fruit Punch by Lagunitas Brewing Co. And the design is sick. That's part of the reason I got it. It's like a chicken, but it's a squid. It's kind of fucking sick, not gonna lie. Anyways, cheers, my friends. Interesting. Honestly, I don't drink a lot of these seltzers. I'm mostly a beer guy exclusively. I've tried quite a few of these, and none of them are as good as beer, obviously. They're okay, but this one, let me take another sip. Initial reactions, it is less sweet than I thought it was going to be for something called fruit punch. The very light on the fruit, and it's more like watery than anything. You can't really taste alcohol, though, and that's strange for a 9%er. It's a little bitter, which is surprising. Most of these fruit punch ones are they're not as not fruit punch, like things like White Claw or the one Monster has, or Twisted Teas. They're very sweet. This one almost does have like a bitter beer kind of bite to it, which I do appreciate, actually. Is it my favorite thing ever? No. So far, I'm feeling like a 7 out of 10. It's good. I wouldn't get another one, though. I wouldn't go for another can of this. I would stick with the beer, go for an IPA that's 9% or something. But it's pretty good. Unique. How's everyone's day going, by the way? I hope it is going well. I truly do. And if you're struggling at all with any kind of depression or anxiety, I hope you work your way through that. It's because it is very important to acknowledge our mental health, especially when it gets tough, because mental health is tough. Anyways, Green Lantern Rebirth. I'm excited to talk about this bad boy because this is... I read the Black Lantern storyline, which this is like by the same author. This is a book basically about Green Lantern being reborn. It's the title. In the original Green Lantern series, Green Lantern goes insane basically and kills a lot of people, and he becomes this entity known as Parallax. And he's this evil Hal Jordan. I'm gonna pull up a panel of what Parallax looks like because they show him in this novel, and it's a very core plot point. I won't spoil this. If you do want to check this out, I would recommend it personally because Green Lantern is highly underrated. His whole power of using willpower is such a cool idea for a hero, and I've always thought so. I've always thought that it's cool that he basically wills things into existence with his pure raw will, and that's just so cool. I think that it's just a cool concept. Anyways, yeah, he was this this entity called Parallax, which in this book you figure out was actually an impurity and is the reason that Green Lanterns were weak to yellow. But in this comic, I think this one retcons the Green Lanterns. Maybe it was another comic, but the Green Lanterns aren't allergic to yellow or whatever anymore, like they used to be in the old comics for Green Lantern, which I have read, and those are classics and pretty good too. But where is Parallax? I can't seem to find him, to be honest. There should be like a flashback at least showing Hal Jordan as Parallax. But Parallax is basically this entity created from fear. That's him right there. If you can see him, it's kind of difficult. That's him right there. That's Parallax. He kind of looks like Hal Jordan, but he's not. The panel and artwork in this comic is amazing. It only gets better as the artist, I forgot to say the artist of Green Lantern Rebirth, is Jeff Johns. He is, wait, no, I don't think he's the artist. I know he's the writer. Hold on. Let me figure this out, because I know he wrote this story. Yeah, so Jeff Johns is the writer. My bad. He created the story, and the story is really good here. It's solid sci-fi, just action, really cool. And then Ethan Van Shiver, if I'm saying that right, is the penciler for this one. Prentice Rollins / Mario Alkezia and Mick Gray / Ethan Van Sciver were the inkers. Very important, basically just coloring, but still important to make the colors pop. Not disregarding them at all. They're probably incredibly talented. Rob Lay is the letterer. Moose Bauman is the colorist, and Ethan Van Shiver also the person who made the covers for the original covers. This is the beautiful cover. Comics are cool, and I gotta talk about comics in general for just a second, since this is my first video, I guess, talking about a comic. Comics are cool. And I don't want anyone to convince you that you're too old to be reading comics, because they're fucking idiots, dude. I believe it was Alan Moore, actually, who had a quote about, like, people in their, like, 40s reading comics being losers. And as much as I love Alan Moore and his work, that is a fucking idiotic statement. That guy is kind of dumb. No, he's smart. He's a genius. Sorry. Alan Moore is a genius, but he's a bitter, cynical old man that has no right to be as bitter as he is. Just because you hate the comic books industry doesn't mean you have to completely disregard the medium as a whole, because it's not where you want it to be. Yes, there is a problem with mistreatment of people in the comic book industry, but at the end of the day, bro, like, there are still some very talented people working in comics today, and to just disregard them as making stories for children, which, yeah, okay, I gotta admit, Green Lantern, yes, probably targeted towards children. Does that mean you can't enjoy something that's targeted towards children when you're an adult? Fuck no. That is the most idiotic statement. Are you telling me that me sitting down and reading a comic is any better or worse for me? Definitely better, actually, than what I'm about to say. reading a comic's definitely better for you than sitting there and scrolling TikTok for like an hour or two. Go fuck yourself if you sit there and scroll TikTok and then judge someone for playing video games or reading comics. You're a fucking loser, dude. Go outside, touch some grass, and don't judge people for their fucking hobbies. Um, unless you're shoe collecting, because that's fucking dumb. I mean, shoe collectors, am I right? Just kidding. If you're a shoe collector, okay, I get that. I just don't understand the hobby. I just don't. But anyways, back to Green Lantern. Um, it is essentially just about the rebirth of Hal Jordan from this evil entity. And everyone initially thought that Hal Jordan, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Hal Jordan, who is the main Green Lantern. There are other Green Lanterns, though. There's John Stewart. He is an architect. There is, oh, who's the other guy? I'm kind of already buzzing from this beer. I'm not going to lie. I know his name. It's on, I think it's Kyle. Kyle, it has like a blurb with all the names here. I'm going to read through this for you guys, actually. It is, here, where is it? Basically, okay, the main characters, the main lanterns, the human ones, well, there's Kilowog. But it doesn't list them here. This is just the Earth Green Lanterns at the time. There are more now. I've been keeping up with the DC All-In, they call it, and there are a lot more human lanterns now, but these are the main ones. So we have Hal Jordan, and he's the main character I was talking about. He's from the original Green Lanterns comics from the, I think, 50s and 60s. He's the main character. He was a pilot, and he watched his dad. It actually shows it in this novel. It's really cool. He watched his dad crash and burn, and he saw that because his dad was a field pilot, basically. And Hal Jordan was watching like a test launch off for a new plane or something that the company he worked for was creating, and his dad crashed and burned in a plane crash as a pilot. And Hal Jordan as a character is so cool because he's one of he is my personal favorite superhero because he never gives up. That is his whole thing, and I'm a sucker for a character that just raw dogs it through life, you know? It's inspirational, and I appreciate the heck out of characters like that. Anyways, so we got Hal Jordan, main character, watched his dad die, all that. He got the power ring from these ancient mystical beings called the Guardians from the planet Oa, or however you pronounce that stupid planet, Oa. And basically, the Green Lanterns are a police space force that just protect the galaxy and impose the Green Lantern's justice upon those deserving of it. And it's fucking cool, dude. And they could just create shit with their rings. Like, they could literally create a giant Gatling gun and shoot people with it. Or, like, a giant fist. Or a bomb and throw it at them. Or whatever. It's so fucking cool, dude. And I recommend, if you are a fan of superheroes, you check out the Green Lantern comics. Especially this one. This is a good place to start because it is a good jumping on point. But if you want to read any Green Lantern is just such a cool character with so much potential. And it's a shame that people don't realize that. So underrated. So underrated. Anywho, let's go to the next character. We've got Guy Gardner. Now, Guy Gardner is this asshole bully. He was a football star, and he was selected by the Guardians. I'm reading the blurb here now. A college football star, unable to settle on a career, Guy Gardner was selected by the Guardians to be Hal Jordan's backup. Eventually, during a cosmic crisis, Gardner earned his own ring, but suffered brain damage on a mission. He healed only to lose his ring, but discovered his DNA had been spliced with that of the alien Voldarians. He became a living weapon and fought as a warrior until settling down, becoming proprietor and host as New York City's premier watering hole warriors. Whatever that fucking means. That's the cool thing about comics is it always drops you into an existing universe, like all the time. You kind of dropped in the middle of everything. Never expect to get you're never going to read everything. And that's kind of the point of comics. It's just like a TV show where you tune in, see what your favorite characters are up to. And it's fun. And fun is not wrong. Now, The second character we got is John Stewart. I was talking about him earlier. He is an architect, and he's one of Earth's Green Lanterns. He's cool as fuck too. He's a lot of people's favorite Green Lantern. And there's another one who's everyone's favorite, who I'll get to, who everyone just simps over. Even though Hal Jordan's still the best one, I don't want to hear it. Okay, Hal Jordan is Green Lantern. He is Green Lantern, and if you try to deny that, you're fucking stupid. But John Stewart, he can vibe as a Green Lantern too, and I could see the argument for him being your favorite Green Lantern. But Hal Jordan's my boy, bro. No one fucks with Hal Jordan. John Stewart's awesome though. He is an incredible character, and I enjoy him a lot, quite a bit. Sorry, I skipped pages. And then now the one I was talking about that everyone sims over is Kyle Rayner. That's the one I was calling. It's Kyle. Sorry. And he took over for Hal Jordan during the time when Hal Jordan was crazy as Parallax, and in the Parallax storyline where he got possessed by this demon, basically this fear demon, this yellow impurity that they're talking about. He became Earth's new Green Lantern because Guy Gardner had also quit being a Green Lantern. So Kyle took up the reins, and he's an artist. And what's so cool about that is because he uses his Green Lantern powers, and he basically creates art to defeat his enemies. Like he creates a giant paintbrush or whatever, or he'll like create a like cool, like, I don't know how to describe it. He creates creative things because he's an artist, and it makes sense he was chosen as a Green Lantern. Because as an artist, you do have to have willpower. As an architect, you have to have willpower. As a pilot, you have to have willpower. The point of Green Lanterns is their power is willpower, the ability to will things into existence. And in this comic, it actually establishes, and in other Green Lantern comics, it's a primary aspect of the characters that it causes great pain to use the ring, because you have to exert so much willpower out of yourself. And I just think that's such a powerful idea, because at the end of the day, humans are like that. We create things through our will to survive, to create, to just do all these amazing things that we humans do, to distill alcohol even. Humanity is beautiful and terrible at the same time, and I don't know. All forms of art are valid. Cheers to that one. Maybe it was a mistake to get a 9%er, because I feel myself quickly getting more buzz than I anticipated. 9%ers kill you, man. And especially a tall boy of that. That's like, how many beers is that, bro? That's gotta be like, it's gotta be at least like 4 beers at the very least. Maybe more, honestly, when you think about it. But yeah, Green Lantern's cool as fuck, man. I really enjoy revisiting something I really enjoyed as a kid, and I think it's important to do that. I think it's important to nurture and cherish your inner child. And I think it's important to recognize that you never really do grow up. You just are a kid that stops being a kid, but you still like the things you like, you know? And that's okay. You know, many different upbringings and all that. I saw that Alan Moore quote last night. That's why I'm fixating on it so hard, because it pissed me off to see someone I know created something like Watchmen. Alan Moore. By the way, I'm going on a tangent. I just wanted to talk a little bit, have an update. Haven't posted on this channel in quite some time, and that's unfortunate. But honestly, I just procrastinate things, and work's been busy. You know, having a life's been busy, so you don't always have the time. But I do want to do the consistency with this channel, because I feel like it was something that I really did enjoy doing for those 3 little bits I did it. Just I don't know. It's kind of hard to find the motivation after work to do anything but, you know, chill out, read comics, play video games, fucking do all that fun shit. Talk to my girlfriend and walk my dog. You know, there's just so much stuff that I can do after work. that isn't this, but you know, the motivation finally hit me. You know what? Let's revisit the idea and let's start just recording videos in the car again, see where it goes. But yeah, that was Green Lantern Rebirth. Uh, I don't know if I'll do like a full breakdown of the thing, just because I want you to read it for yourself if you are watching this. If you're a future grandkid, if you're a family member after I've passed and you're seeing this, then I would like you to give things that you wouldn't normally like a shot, because it's important. It's important to always keep your mind fresh and open to new ideas. Don't just get stuck in a rut thinking the same things you've thought since you were like fucking 6. I mean, that shit's embarrassing, bro. Why do we have grown ass adults that are that still believe that the American dream is real, bro? I can't believe that exists, or that. I don't want to get into politics, actually. Let's just like get far away from that topic. I'm getting a bit tipsy here, but that's a bit of the fun, isn't it? It's a bit of the fun of these videos, is getting drunk. I mean, that's half the reason I decided to record this video. If I ever blew up and become famous from doing this miraculously, which would obviously never happen because it's just me recording myself and my fucking goddammit Hyundai Elantra, you feel me? But if that did happen, I forgot where I was going with this, actually. I really forgot where I was going with that one. Yeah, I'm sticking with a 7 out of 10. Honestly, might go lower. It's okay. It's honestly not. It's good. It's not bad. It's not like horrible. But like I said, I wouldn't get another can. It is doing the job and getting me quite buzzed quite fast, if I do say so myself. As Jacob fucking Jones says, not to steal his catchphrase or anything like that. I just really like the guy. And he was a huge inspiration to me when I was deciding to do my own videos, because I saw a guy just sitting there hanging out, you know, consuming a substance he likes. And this happens to be a substance I like, if I'm being candid with you. Like, I think beer is cool, and I think, and in moderation, of course, you can have your vices, man. Don't go too crazy. Don't become an alcoholic, but enjoy a tall boy here and there. Go a little crazy, you know? Life is short, and I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So if liver failure truly did kill me from drinking, I knew the consequences going into this. And, you know, we all need our comforts. We all need our comforts. Once in a while. Once in a while. I truly enjoy just hanging out in my car and just yapping to myself, actually. Like, it's just a good time. And I think that that's part of the glory of the internet, is just being able to just put yourself on camera and say, hey, this is me. And that was something that I think, especially the early days of the internet, understood. And we've kind of gotten, or for a while we got far away from it, and then it kind of came back with short form content, especially the early days of short form content. I remember pandemic TikTok was popping off, bro. It was something that I think was fun and good, and it evolved into something that is bad now. I think companies have truly found the recipe for brain rot and short form content. I hate that word brain rot, and I hate using it, but truly, I think the modern age of the internet is fucking horrible. Like, it was honestly, like 2020, 2021 TikTok was honestly not that bad during certain points, if your algorithm was correctly in tune. Like, there were a lot of actually creative, fun videos. Now, Well, there are still those creative and fun videos. There is also infinite slop, bro. And there was back then too, but I feel like the slop has kind of really propagated itself on a pedestal. Uh I don't know, something about modern internet has me kind of scared. And I can't even put my finger on what exactly that is. But I am scared because I feel like we're going in a direction that less focuses on the individual, and it turns it into a money-making scheme, which I truly I hate that. I don't like when people I get trying to make a living out of something you love, but at what point are you just saying, "Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose." That's not art, bro. That's not art. Okay? AI generated content is not art. That is not human creation. And the reason that I'm getting so intense right now is this is art. This is art. Things like fucking I don't know, fucking watch Star Wars. Do anything else with your time but scroll any AI generated slop all day. I mean, I'm even guilty of scrolling AI generated slop because it's low key an addiction for all of us in this fucking shit ass society, bro. You know, we just need to realize the things we create are important. Art is important and it will always be important. It's one of the most important things that has ever been devised by mankind. And to see it turned into this shit is just so demoralizing. That one quote, I think it was like a tweet or some shit I saw where it's like, I wanted AI to vacuum my house and do the dishes, not write my books and literature or whatever. It's so true. I want AI to do the shit I don't want to do. I want people writing. I want people creating, and I think that's important. And I think it's important to highlight things that are good, that are created by people. Never, ever, ever consume AI garbage when it starts to really come into play. We're going to start to see in the next couple of years companies trying to sell us AI stuff, AI generated stuff. Do not buy it. Do not buy it. They're going to try to sneakily sneak it in. There might be a law or two forcing them to say that I'm going to turn my car on so my battery doesn't drain too much. I'm not driving again. I'm parked in the driveway. But yeah. You guys get what I'm saying, right? It's just hard to know that people are gonna fall for this shit, man. People are gonna eat this shit up, bro. They're gonna make the like, it's gonna be Assassin's Creed Blackgate or some garbage ass name, and it's set in fucking, you're a fucking monkey or some shit in the primal times. You're a caveman, and it's gonna be AI generated. You see, the idea for that sounds cool, but they're gonna put that prompt in an AI generated video game maker, and they're gonna sell that shit to you for $90 or $100, and they're gonna tell you to take it like a little bitch, bro. That's what they're gonna do. That's their goal. If it was up to these shit ass CEOs, that would be the end game, bro. That would be the end game. That's where we would be at. We need to fucking realize that greed is ruining the world, bro. Just let art be art. And yes, artists deserve money off their art. Money is important to society. I'm not a fucking communist, dog. I just think there are more important things in the world than money. Like your integrity, like your art, like the things you create, like your thoughts, bro. The things that make you you are more important than a dollar sign. And art is one of the greatest representations of the things that make you you. You know, the art you like shows what kind of a person you really are a lot of the times. And you can kind of accurately gauge a person by the kind of media they consume. And I just think that it's just a shame that in 10 years, kids won't even know what a hand-drawn picture looks like, and AI will have written everything. It's sad. It's truly dis uh, it's just bad. It's just a negative thing, and I could go on this rant for hours. I love art. I love consuming art, and I have since I was a child. I am not calling myself a connoisseur or anything like that. Nothing fucking pretentious. I truly, more than anything in the whole world, value art. Whether it's fucking Trailer Park Boys, which I fucking love, whether it's Green Lantern, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's fucking, I don't know, Berserk, these things matter because they moved me, they touched me, and they made me relate to them in a way that you know, an AI could never do that. And even if it did, it would be so artificial. And even just knowing it wasn't created by a human, by a true person's hand, I don't know. And I think another thing about art is an important thing about it is that um, whether it's good or bad, even the shittiest movies ever, you can see that someone put their personality into that, bro. What fucking personality does a goddamn AI have? The fucking 15,000 Reddit users it studied, bro? Have you ever been on Reddit? That shit's a cum dumpster of a website. That shit is like a stain on humanity, bro. Every time I go on Reddit, I think, maybe it won't be this bad to scroll Reddit for 5 minutes. And then you just see the most, like, obscene, like, garbage take you've ever seen. And then you instantly click off. Like, that's my modern Reddit experience. Fuck Reddit, dude. Fuck every subreddit that has ever existed. People have the most trash opinions, and they just confidently say them on the internet, bro. They just confidently say them. Like, there was this one guy that I was arguing with online, stupidly. Never argue online. It always ends in some idiot spouting their nonsense. That we were arguing, and he was saying that James Gunn, the guy who made Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, 2, and 3, Suicide Squad, and all that, was a pedophile. And that's just a comic thing I've heard from stupid right-wing grifters about James Gunn, but it was a stupid argument. It went on for fucking like ever, like multiple days of an argument. And it's like when you think about it, and I really thought about this after that, and that's what kind of inspired me to delete Reddit. Um was that argument, because it made me realize how pointless arguing with people online is. I enjoy doing it occasionally. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I do like arguing quite a bit. It's fun. It's fun in moderation, like everything else. Arguing is fun. Instigating is a little fun too. Can I even lie? No, I can't, because instigating's fun as fuck. I like making people mad occasionally, and I get that. And that's what the internet and Reddit is good for, and that's what I go on Reddit for sometimes. Is that pathetic and sad? Maybe a little, but aren't we all a little pathetic and sad? So fuck you, bro. But no, I'm just kidding. I actually love you. I love anyone who's watching this. Um, Especially my friend Jojo. If he's watching this, I appreciate you to the ends of the earth, man. But dude, okay. Now that I'm a little deeper into this and a little more buzzed, it is actually pretty good. It is a 7 out of 10. It definitely is a 7 out of 10. By the way, with the rating scale, also, what is Green Lantern Rebirth? Fucking 10 out of 10, dog. I don't even care. Green Lantern Rebirth is so good. Forgot to rate that. With the rating system for me, I don't know if I've explained this before in my previous 3 videos. A rating system to me is 5 is mediocre. It is okay at best. Anything below 5 is a downward scale of bad. Anything above 5 is an upward scale of good. And the reason I am saying this is because so many goddamn people in this fucking on this earth think a 7 out of 10 is a bad score. No, bro, that's still good. Like there are 10 whole numbers in the 10 out of 10 scale, and you're only going to utilize 3 of them. 10 for 10 for amazing flawless masterpiece, 9 for really good, and 8 for okay, and then 7 because it's bad. Some people genuinely think like that, and it bothers the fuck out of me. And you know why that is? You know why people think that? People think that because they have been conditioned by the American school system to think that. The American school system has fucked everybody's brains to think that a fucking 6 out of 10 is bad, when in reality a 6 out of 10 is it's good. 7 would be great. 8 would be amazing. 9 would be almost perfect, and then 10 would be perfect. It literally just works like that. Dude, the American school system is so fucked, by the way. Like, fuck the American school system. As someone who has been through the American school system, fuck the American school system. I don't know how it is anywhere else in the world, but I'd imagine anything's fucking better than the American school system. I have had great teachers, but it's so hit or miss, dude. You get some shitty teachers in the fucking American school system, man. Way she goes, bud. Man, I'm buzzing, man. I'm feeling quite nice. It is currently probably around 1 or 2 a.m. And if that is like too late for you or whatever, I actually don't care, because scientifically, hypothetically, when you think about it, if me being up at 2 a.m. actually bothered anyone, even if it bothered anyone, I wouldn't give a fuck, because I think I deserve to be up at the times where I feel the most comfortable, and as long as I'm going to work and clocking in from 9 to 5, not 9 to 5, probably like 1 to... I work swing shifts mostly, to be honest with you. So I can pretty much... I love swing shifts, personally. I know a lot of people hate them, but I love working those 2 to 10s, those 1 to 9s, bro. I live for that shit, because I don't care about that portion of the day. My favorite time is when it's the night, truly. I love nighttime. It is so relaxing. It is amazing. No one's awake to bother you. Nobody to tell you anything. Just the moonlight and the stars, bro. Truly love the nights. And I always will, I think. I know when I get older and have kids that might change, but I definitely will continue to have my late nights till I die, bro. As of right now, I don't plan on ever stopping the night grinds, bro. I love my pondering time, bro. I just sit there and I ponder, bro. I just ponder for hours. Just think. It's crazy. By the way, if you made it this far, you are truly the GOAT. I am thinking about finally editing my videos. But even if I don't, fuck it, dude. Truly fuck it. Because even if no one watches these, I'm glad to have talked. Talking's fun. And it's like I already said this. I say this every video. This is like a diary to me. And I should have been keeping on that shit. I've always tried to take a journal since I was a kid. But this is my official way of trying. And I'm making a real effort at it yet again. I'm coming back stronger than ever. But yeah. I think this may do it for this episode before I get any drunker. I am going to finish this, and I think I will record the finishing of this. Should I? Yeah, I will, and then I'll clip it if it's end. If this is where I decide to end it, thank you so much for watching. And if it's not, then we're going to continue. But I'm going to continue to yap a little bit and drink this beer. But it's not really a beer, is it? Like, it's more of a... Like, I don't even know how to describe the flavor of this, man. Like, it's like a beer mixed with like one of those seltzers, because I was expecting it to taste like straight hard punch, like I don't know, like an energy drink almost. And that's not at all what I got. If you've ever tried the Rockstar Zero, I think they're called. They're the zero carbonation. No, I don't know if they're they're just called like Rockstar Zero. They have a black ice flavor, which is fire, by the way. I got to do a energy drink review on this channel for sure, because I feel like that would be fun. My issue is that I always drink my energy drinks right before I'm coming into work, so I slam those bitches, bro. Those sugar-free white monsters got me pumping, bro. I will go into work off of one sugar-free white monster and be ready to work. I gotta like chug like... Sometimes I'll have 2 white monsters if I'm feeling zesty. I already got a piss, but I'm gonna hold it in like a goddamn mint. Normally, I don't hold it in, though. I'm holding it in for you guys. Since you stuck it out this far to the end of the video, you get to hear that I'm holding in piss for you. Dude, this is actually fun. I should do this more often. It's just crazy. Like, I just kind of dropped the channel because I wasn't feeling motivated. I don't know. I just do that a lot. Like, a lot of projects and stuff I do. Like, I try to write poetry, or like I'll try to write like stories, like little stories here and there. And I'll write short stories pretty well, because those are... It's like I can write a couple pages and end the story real quick. But it's so hard for me to do long form stories because my attention span is fucked, dude. Like, genuinely fucked. I bounce between hobbies like crazy. Like, I've got to have had like 1 billion hobbies in only 23 years. And that's crazy. Like, I just think that life is meant to be about exploration, because you only have so much time here. And you should definitely explore all aspects of humanity that you can. I experienced being religious. I'm no longer religious. I experienced a lot of things that I can't go into, because I'm just realizing now that I am publicly saying a lot of this. But point is always be yourself. I think you should always just prioritize being who you think is the truest version of you should be. And I know that's a very generic thing, and I think a lot of people have said that before, but I think that I don't care. Because you're awesome. I mean, think about it. You're 1 in 1 billion. Like, you've only ever existed once, and you're only probably ever going to exist once. What's the likelihood of your molecules rearranging to exist again? You're you. You're beautiful. You're such an awesome individual, and I'm so proud of anyone who's willing to just be themselves, as long as yourself isn't harming anyone else being themselves. And that's the motto I think I'll always live by. And I think that's a good note to actually end this video off on officially. I'm going to take one more sippington of the Beerington. This is the Lagunitas Uncensored Punch and Green Lantern and Existential Crisis and Thoughts with Yellow Boomer. I will see you guys whenever I see you. This was quite a bit of fun, and I definitely will be doing this again, whether it be 2 months from now, 3 months from now, whether it be tomorrow, today. I will see you guys later. This 9%er is crazy, dude. This is actually a 7 out of 10 still, but it's good. It's a 7%er regardless. I'll see you guys in the next one.